began our operations in 1947 as a small couple of person welding supply distributorship. Grandpa Leo was not in the business yet at that time, so it was not part of the family. Grandpa entered into the business into the 50s. It began to grow throughout the 50s, throughout the 60s. My grandfather then purchased the business, all based in St. Cloud, all one location. Purchased the business from one of the founders of what was Central Welding at that time. Began Central Welding with McGowan Welding. So that was the St. Cloud, Little Falls. St. Cloud being Central Welding, Little Falls being McGowan Welding. That happened in 65. My grandfather got to a point in his career where he wanted to retire and be, continuing to enjoy the personal life outside of work. Had no family members of his, including his 3 daughters, interested in joining the operation at that time. So put a group of management team together to run the business. So I was told early on that when I turned 16 and I could drive, I could go apply for a job, and I'd probably get a job, and it'd be sweeping and painting cylinders and cleaning bathrooms. And so I went in. I applied, got an interview. I met with a guy named Pete Breer, and everything went okay. I left, and I never got a call back, and I wasn't quite sure why. I had to talk to Mom, and somehow, of course, gets from my mother, gets to my grandpa, and magically, within a couple of days, I had a call, and they said, show up to work in jeans and a t-shirt and some steel-toe boots, and I did. And from there, it was painting cylinders, doing every job that nobody else in the whole place wanted to do. This was 2005. I was 16 years old. Joined the business. And then from there, my mother got involved. She brought in my father. We began, to retire out that remaining management team. So Mom's inclusion then into the business in 2006 was instrumental in establishing a family presence. Kind of drawing the line to say, from here on out, we will continue to remain family owned, and we will begin to become family ran. Her committing to that was instrumental in our ability to see to the future. I was finishing up college. I was engaged in college. I was still working in the business, really directed by my father. Dad was involved heavily, obviously, at this point, and in 2011, then in May, he ended up passing away unexpectedly. It was supposed to be different. The future of Central McGowan at that point in time, when Dad was still here, was way different than I think the future that we have today. I wasn't supposed to even be, in a role of any sort of influence, probably until maybe now, that was a huge impact to all of us. I probably didn't know enough at that time about the workings of the company to really even make, a good decision about the next steps. And my mother losing her husband, that's no easy feat to get over either. So when the two of us got together at that point to figure out what we were going to do next, our decision to stay committed to, ownership and operations of the business, that was never even a question. Mom jumped back in as CEO, which was the title my father was holding. I, for whatever reason, at 21 years old, got the title of CFO. I think because somebody thought I could apparently, keep track of the books and do payroll. And I did. I think what's interesting is it was a point of learning for me. I was learning, just, what it meant to be in a position of leadership within a company of that size. I was trying to learn the business ins and outs from an operations and sales perspective, I think I already kind of knew and had a good handle on the finances of things, which helped me. It's strange for me to think of myself as the owner when really I'm there to, be a guiding light, hopefully, to, what the future can hold. So those people, my team, they look at it as, okay, we don't have to do every idea. We don't have to change everything. But it is good for us to keep talking about, how to improve things, make things better, take on opportunities. They all see that now as a kind of a means to the future existence of the company, meaning, all the things we're doing today are going to lead us to, a stable, 20 to 100 year run.